We got Cody over there, and we got Daddy over here. You know, that's what everyone does, right? Like, boom, da, and then they shake the whole camera and all that, right? Hi guys. What we're doing is we're talking about. Sorry, that's not gonna happen. Love you. No, we're just different. We haven't bought. I haven't bought into the hey guys.
Hey guys, today.
Because I look at all those hey guy people, and they're like trying to pay you to subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Well, Mr. Beast pays people to subscribe, but he doesn't say hey guys. So.
Mr. Beast doesn't say hey guys? Oh, okay, cool. He just has that chin. Today what we're gonna do is we have Randy here, Kevin, Sammy.
You be chilling for an angry Kevin and Sammy.
I ain't mad at him. He just seems to be such a great businessman. I admire him. What was that? Is that bowl back there with the light bulb in it? Yeah, you're gonna have to move it.
Oh yeah.
Take the light bulb out of it.
I take my seatbelt off.
Go ahead, take it quick. We're good. Thanks, buddy. So this is I believe I've talked about this on my channel a few times. And it's about a town. What makes up a town? What makes up a community? There goes somebody. Emojis, you get blocked. If you're writing on caps, you're getting blocked. I kid. That was just a personal attack at LJ.
I think that's called spamming.
With too many emojis? No, spamming is when you put a link. That's not spamming to put emoji. Spamming is when you add a link to your thing. You want somebody to go to your affiliate page and all that kind of stuff. So silly. All right, so I was talking with Cody, and we were talking what makes up a town, and he said first thing he said was people. And I was like, oh, okay. And the next thing he said was workers, plumbing.
Who's gonna bring in the food? Who's gonna drive the trucks to ship the stuff?
Well, this town we're gonna have a farm. There's going to be a farm in this town, so we don't need really trucking to come in with food, other than because there's going to be in a town, because this is like self-sustainable town. So the second thing you had said was workers, and then you said the third thing you said was plumbing, and I was like, okay, so where does the plumbing will be for? I guess the homes that'll be built.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna clean up when you have a flood or like your pipes, like your pipes pop?
Your pipes. Who's gonna fix the pipes? The plumbers, right? So you need a plumber in this town.
Yeah.
You know, pipes take 100 years to bust. You know, the one underneath your sink, you know, could be done easily. You know, but the main pipes in the roads and all that, once they're down, you're usually good for a very long period of time.
Yeah. Okay.
And you definitely. So I like that. And we had talked about hardware store first.
Yeah, hardware store. I said that because you said where the plumber is gonna get the tools from. And I said we have to make a hardware store.
Right. So there'll be a hardware store. Definitely you need a hardware store in the town.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then you're gonna need a plumber.
Yeah.
So this town might have like the head plumber of the town.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. I thought about that. Like that's pretty good. And then this plumber might have a van with 4 or 5 workers. And they stay busy throughout the year. You probably only need 1 plumber in the town, depending on the size of the town.
Wait, how many people will be in the town? If there's just 1 plumber, there's gonna be more than 1 person that's gonna need a plumber. Like he'll be telling people.
Well, little louder.
You'll be telling people to like, hold on, I'll do this. But how many people will be in the town? And how are you gonna get internet connection?
I don't know. Here's the thing, though.
You have to have the phone. How are you gonna know if people need your help plumbing? You just go to people's houses, estimating.
No, you're building the town, so they're gonna know who this plumber is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're building the town. People this town. So in other words, you have to build this town. You have to build you a viable working town. So we have water. We have a guy who we have the supplies to build put the plumbing down. So now we're gonna need the plumber, right? And he has. And then what else? What else you think? What else do you think a town needs? We got the hardware store where they can buy the plumbing.
Well, they don't need police. We don't need police.
You don't need police in this town?
No.
Okay. I like that.
I don't think we need lights. Because lights kind of slow down town. Do they?
What kind of lights? You talking about?
Like lights to green.
Oh, you
yellow.
saying no lights, no stoplights.
No.
Why?
I mean, it's kind of slowing it down. It's so controlling. I think it would be less more traffic if there was no lights.
Less traffic with less traffic. Huh. Wait a minute. Did you is this your own idea, or did you see this on like a TikTok or something? Because what you just said has been proven scientifically that places without lights have fewer accidents. And
I just thought of it because it would be fewer, because if you're just going your own way, that means that you can't prove if it's always a short red light, you have to stop and let that car go. What if there's no lights and you can just go and the people are flowing, and the person will have the common sense to wait instead of going where his car's going. I mean,
people will be more alert.
Yeah, I mean, even if there's no lights, there's the cars going. You're gonna let the meter turn instead of you just going because there's no lights. I mean, if this car's going straight, there's gonna be cars here trying to go. Who's gonna go when you see cars going? That's the risk of your own life.
Okay. Well, I'm sure as the town grows, the light situation will come up. You know, the stoplights and the light, and all that will come up. So let me tell you what I was. My mindset where I was going with this when I've talked about this, and it stemmed from, you know, what do you need to have a town to have it where it's a community kind of a thing, right? And I like what you say. You need a hardware store, and that hardware store will provide supplies for the various jobs. Like, let's say the electrician, the guy who's working there, the electrician. But what? Yeah.
Would there be cars? Because you need gas.
Sure, I'm sure there'll be cars. No, it's not. This could be a high-tech town. This could be a town with Wi-Fi, and you know, this is not necessarily a town that's primitive. Yo, look at the front wheel of that car.
Oh, wow, that's dangerous.
That does not look safe at all.
Yeah.
Wow,
Shit.
the whole front end is shaking. And that's one of like the greatest cars ever made. And he's just chilling.
Yeah, okay. That's very dangerous.
Working all the way over. It is trembling, that whole car, and he's just like, no big deal. I would also say that a town would need it would need a pizza shop.
Yeah. It would need a pizza shop.
All the kids want to go to the pizza shop.
Yeah.
This town, it'd be a thing to do. You don't have ice cream, the creamery.
Yeah, ice cream.
Because at the pizzeria you can get the iced, but not the ice cream.
Yeah.
You want to get.
You need to have ice cream trucks working around the town. You need to have ice cream
From the ice cream parlor. where you go to the Dairy Queen. You know, you go to the Carvel. This would be something I think is important. Yes, you can still have that guy.
Those are big corporations.
No, none of this is done by corporations. Forget about all that.
Okay.
We're not talking about Dairy. You can have your version of Dairy Queen all day long. All you have to do is open up. All you need is 3-4 flavors, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
So now, coffee shop. What do you think about that? Do you need a coffee shop to have a town?
Well, yes.
Nowadays, yes, and that's where the internet would be too. You know, and
they're giving free Wi-Fi. You know what else they need?
Tell me.
Or do they need a library? Does a town need a library?
Does a town need a library? Well, at least there should be a place where you can exchange books.
Yes.
You know, where you can just, I'm done with these, and exchange. A place to exchange books might be considered a library.
Yeah.
So, you know what else? And I was thinking about this because, I broke down that a town needs a bike shop.
Yes.
Every town should have a bike shop. And a bike shop,
I have one.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah. Every town needs a bike shop.
Needs a bike shop, man. So important, the bike shop in the town. What else does a town need? Well, let me tell you. Can I just break down the bike shop real quick? Can I do that for you?
Yeah.
And I learned that. Do you remember when I bought that Trek bike?
Yes, I remember. The green Trek bike.
You remember how much money that bike cost me?
Yeah, it's like $800.
No. I paid $1,500 for that bike, son.
Whoa. $1,000. That's like
$1,500.
$1,500 for a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about to have that money in your savings. School time.
When I go to 7th grade, yeah.
Yeah, man. Because you got almost $1,000 in your savings, and you're gonna have another $700 every year. We give him whatever grade he's in. Boom, we hit him off with that grade level, and then it gets put in an investment. Well, he can actually see it whenever he wants, but
yeah, like when I was in class, I was like, this is like a job, but I get paid with school. No, you don't.
Yeah, we give them incentives to graduate.
Okay, so right now, why does the town need a bike shop?
Well, let me just tell you about bicycles. And I learned that from buying that bicycle. When I bought that bicycle, it opened my mind to a world of capitalism, because I was curious as to why was my bike made in China. And this is a Trek bike. And I was like, what? I found out that Trek doesn't have any other places but China that makes their bikes. So I started to do some research on bicycle making, and I find out that the United States of America imports 90-something% of their bikes are made in China. So we're talking about Cannondale, all these things, and they might have spaces or small factories that do things here in America, but trust me when I tell you, it's far and in between. So I was thinking, how much does it cost to... Oh, and then when I bought the Trek bike, you basically just buying the frame. And what you do is you have 3 different rims to choose from. And then you have 3 different tires to choose from. And I found out that the rims, the tires, the inner tubes, all of the whole entire bike, from the crankshaft, the pedals, not the cables, but the cable grips, every single thing on that bike was from another company. And some of those companies were very high end. They would make German and, real fancy, real fly, super fly companies.
Yeah.
But the bike was made in China. So I started to do some research. I got on the phone with a guy who said that he'll send me any Trek. He said, find whatever bike you like, And we will have all the specs for it. That's the dimensions, from the part where your seat goes to the pedal, all those different things. Go ahead, go run and get that, son.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what's interesting about the wait? Let me see if I should answer something. Anything's come up. L. Jordan, you. You want me to stop at the liquor store? You're so silly. What's interesting about bike shops is all the parts to the bike shop are made, and it has nothing to do with the frame of the bike. The frame of the bike is made in China, but the fork of the bike is made by, so what you do is you order whatever bike frame fits, you order like several different frames. You got the mountain bike frame, you have the cruiser bike frame, you have the beach cruiser, you have all kind of upright. There's like 7 different styles to choose from. And in these 7 different styles, you buy 24 of the 7 different styles. So 24 of the 7 different styles, and then everything else is just accessories. And then you just need a person who knows how to put a bike together, and you have...
Let's go.
Yeah, let me see my mail. All right. Come on, open up the bag. Show what you got here.
Okay. Supermarket. Let's go. They're here. The new shoes.
Ah, those are fire. Boom, 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 boom.
Thank you, Daddy.
Boom, boom.
Let's go.
Boom, boom.
Thank you.
And this episode was sponsored by eBay. I've been doing so much business with eBay. Boom, I got one of these.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
There's no congratulations and needed. Due to me in any way right now. Look at this is my monthly toll bill. Curious as to what the toll bill. 400 tolls this period. $452. Total amount due $855. Must be received by 8/24/22. That has passed, hasn't that? Yeah. So, but the bill has been paid. This is just that easy pass. You better pay that bill, or else it'll be $10,000 in arrears. So, in the town, what I loved about the bike shop is that the bike frame, all you have to do is call China, get the bike company, get the 7 different style bikes you want, the little kids bike, the little kids mountain bike, the little kids cruiser bike. You got the carbon fiber, they have the carbon fiber bikes there. Yeah. And then all the accessory, the handlebars, the brakes, the inner tube, the tire, all that is done by different companies. So basically, you will be putting your name onto you put your name on the bike. I could put Elvis Rosenberg bikes, right? And Elvis Rosenberg bikes will be the sticker that goes onto the bikes. All those bikes are just stickers. Do you understand?
Yes.
So all I'm saying is that I love the idea of owning a bike shop. You know, that would be like, okay, it's great. And then of course you need a bar, you know. A town needs a nice bar where you can throw some darts, you know, where you can have a beer, and you know. So you got the bike shop, you got the bar, you got the hardware store. What else you got? What makes a town?
You got the ice cream shop,
Yup, the creamery.
the pizzeria.
You holding back a yawn, right?
Yeah.
I saw
The
that.
pizzeria.
What else?
What we get mail?
So you need like a post office, right? Yeah, post office,
A
definitely.
grocery store. But no, we have a farm, so no.
No, you do need a grocery store. You do need a grocery store. You need a sandwich shop. You need a Mike sub, something like that. You know, like a Subway sandwich shop. Because let me tell you, all the towns I've been into in America, every single town, it could be a town with only 600 people. They have a Subway. The Subway sandwich place might be in the biggest gas station they have in that town, but they got Subways in every single town, and people leave their house to go get a Subway sandwich. They're, you know, a sandwich shop where I think would work well.
Sandwich sounds good right now.
You just ate that big sausage and salad, though. But you're right, though. Sandwich does sound yummy right now. But I'm off that bread. I'm about to get my neck back. It's coming. Anyway, what else makes a town?
A gym.
A gym makes a town. See, I would have never thought about that. But you probably are very right. What kind of gym?
Like, you know what else it needs? A pool.
Like a city pool?
Yeah.
A town pool. Instead of having a bunch of pools in people's backyards, which they can still do, there'll be some sort of city pool.
Yes.
I love that idea, son.
Yeah, city pool.
We should build a town. I definitely want to do the bike shop. I want to be in charge of the bike. I want to run the bike shop and the bar and the pizzeria. What else? Oh, what about my new venture in my mind that I have? You do know about the new venture in my mind I have, right? The new venture in my mind, that's only in my mind, is the cupping stations. Cupping stations. You know the cupping that I use
Yeah.
for the pain, the ailments, you know, and you take the suction cup and it sucks up the skin and it makes all those brown bloodshot spots all over your body wherever you put it. The cupping has been so, like, it has worked such miracles on me. I mean, miracles, son. I mean, miracles. I mean, I haven't been able to lift up my shoulder in so long, and now it's effortless. I can lift my shoulder up. I'm feeling great, and I've utilized this cupping. I was thinking that when I'm in my, like, 70s, I wouldn't mind owning 2 or 3 or 4 cupping stations, you know, like an old man, and just give me something to do. I go, you know, make sure everything is right. And it'll just be a place you go to where you got back pain, you got shoulder pain, you want no massages and none of that stuff. It's just straight up cupping. And they do the cupping, you lay down for 20 minutes, they do the Freebird. Everyone is there for like 30 minutes. The most. You're there for 30 minutes the most. They do wherever you have like a nice chart and you get to pick where the problems are. And then you have your cupping technician, or a guy or a girl, or a guy or a woman, you know, women hate to be called girls. And unless they do something wrong, then I was just so young, I was a girl, But before any issues, they don't want to be called girls or called women. So you have a woman or a man, or even a trans, they might, when I'm 70 years old, there probably be a trans every five blocks. Well, now there's only one every 300 blocks, every 50 blocks. So, and then you would sit down, boom, 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 they hook you up, and then you pay, of course, a standard, like maybe it's like you have, in each case, there's like 12 to 24 cups. So you can choose to, maybe get charged by how many cups are used. I don't know, but that's something that's in my head. I can just see, like, cupping stations. It's just...
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, cupping stations. Where you going? I'm going to the cupping station. I'll be right back. You just go for 30 minutes and you come back, your whole shoulder's feeling 10 times better. And you go back once a month. Get the energy flowing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so maybe in this particular town that we build, we have a cupping station.
Okay.
And the electrician who works in the town, he just buys all his stuff from the hardware store, kind of lumber. That's like a lumber yard hardware store.
Yeah.
And then you get your beef from the farm. The farm, they cut the beef up and they have it in the refrigerators in the front.
Yeah.
Where you can get all the farm stuff there. So it's kind of like a country store kind of a thing. What else do you need in the town?
Water.
Water, right? It's not that simple. Maybe we just go to Baltimore and just fix up a block. Let's go to Baltimore and fix up a square block.
Wait, that town is a car shop.
You need like a mechanic place, right? You need,
You need an AutoZone.
An AutoZone. No, not an AutoZone. Like an auto supply. We don't want to.
Like a Jesus guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Jesus guy. No, Jesus just fixes cars. Where you buy the stuff to fix cars, it's like an auto shop, auto parts. Doesn't have. It could be a small one.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you, man. I think you've chosen a cool little town.
Thanks.
That water, right? Gotta get that water.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go solar with the power. Do you go solar? Is this a solar town? A clean, thriving, non-fossil fuel town?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I would think you have to go wind and solar for the cloudy days.
There's wind for that?
You don't know I have a wind turbine in my storage?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know I set up a whole wind turbine?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You know how much that thing is worth? Like $10,000. That whole system I have.
Yeah?
Yes. That system that I have, that wind turbine system, it's no joke. The wind turbine itself is like 5 G's. Was it 5 G's? I don't know. Yeah, but I missed the mark. I mistakenly thought I could set up a wind turbine and generate power from the wind here in New York City. Problem is that that thing has to be stories high. So you got to build that tower. You got to build a 5-story tall tower that's going to hold the wind turbine. So the tower in itself, we're talking about minimum $10,000 to get welded. And then on the ground, you have to put the wind turbine into a concrete that's like 500-600 pounds, just so that the tower that's holding it don't snap in half.
Yeah.
And then you need mad space, because then you have to set up cables. Cables have to hold it from like tipping over. When the wind pulls it in one direction, you need these cables that are going to kind of like, protect anyone if it starts to slam down or snap. So you need mad space. You need at least an acre of land.
Yeah?
Yes. So I totally dropped the ball with that. That thing was moving so fast. I mean, it was so scary. It did work. It did generate power. But what happens on the days when there's no wind? That's when the solar panels come in. And then people would just have to learn in that town. They would have to learn to conserve their energy. They would learn to say, well, my battery, they'll have everyone in their homes that have battery banks. And they'll have to know, okay, my batteries are good. I can turn on the something.
Yeah. So what else do you think town needs? Would they need a fast food restaurant?
No, you can get a burger joint though. You don't need a fast. You can have a burger place with a drive-through. Doesn't have to be the top. Doesn't have to be McDonald's. It could be your own town's version of that.
Does it need a hotel?
Does it need a hotel? Well, as the town grows, I'm sure.
How about a fair?
Like a fair, like an amusement fair.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like,
Right next to the city pool, or not city pool, the town pool.
yeah.
Little Ferris wheel right there. Yo, this town is getting expensive.
Yeah. Would it need a mall?
No. We have shops and boutiques and things like that.
How much would this town cost?
How much would this town cost? What we're describing? I don't know. $1 billion?
Oh.
A billion? Would you allow people to buy their own? Like, let's say you have the space, right? How much space you need for this town? I would say nothing less than 50 acres.
Yeah.
50 acres. Minimum. But there are some towns where people drive into the town. They might live 10 minutes away. They might live 500-600 acres away. But the town itself is on the 50 acres.
I know.
I mean,
What would the town
not the
be
town, but like I don't know what it would be called. What would you think?
The Rosen sign.
Oh no, it wouldn't be named after me. No, I wouldn't do that. The Rosen side. It would be more like, whatever the town, whatever the city or whatever the state that you're in. I'm sure, it'll play a part. You put different things together. Because there are tons of towns. Here's the thing, how do you get people to come to your town? Where the job? No, but why would they come to your town? Would they have to have money already and this will be a place where they retire? Or could a young person, because somebody's gonna need to work in the hardware store, somebody's gonna need to work in the plumbing for the plumber and the electrician, they're gonna have workers. Then you have the landscapers, the guys that cut down on the grass and plant the flowers, these people, they're gonna need workers, and those workers, so that's gonna help generate money. So the question is, like, could the town be self-sustainable? Like, how, in other words, if I need my grass cut, how am I going to pay to get the grass cut? Yeah, I understand there's a guy who has people that cut the grass, but how am I going to pay this guy? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, where am I going to get the money from? Where am I going to earn income? Yeah, but that's just me as the individual. When I say I meant the person living in the town has to go to work, or do they? Or do they? Is the concept of having to work, is that part of some sort of copycat of the system?
It's difficult to go to town.
It ain't easy. And then the objective for the town is, like could a person say, okay, I got 50 grand. I'm going to go to the Rosenberg's town in whatever state that's in, right?
Okay.
And I want to live there. I have enough money to build the house on the little land. And then what do I do? Am I just like a nomad working to a computer? Like, will the people that work in this town or live in this town, will they not need to work in the town? They can actually work remotely. Maybe this is a remote working town where most people that work, they don't have to be there in that particular country or town.
Well, there will be jobs that we described that can work in. And you will be the one owning it.
No. I'm not talking about me owning the town. I'm just talking about, when I was talking about me owning things, I was like making a silly joke about, because of my experience in the bar business, pizzeria business, and now my learning so much about the bike shop, Yeah, because there's these guys that they make fat tire bikes here in America. All the frames are made in China, and when they bring the bikes come to America, they don't have any paint on them or anything. They just metal, and they put it in this machine, and they heat up the metal so hot that the metal bends, and they open up the back so that they can fit a fat tire in the back. Yeah, that fat tire bike, but they do that by just spreading open the part for the tire to be able to fit.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Bike shop. I would like to own a bike shop. But anyway, I just thought we would take a moment and kind of let you guys, I said it, kind of let you all see what, being with Dad is like, and the kind of
Conversations.
Yeah, the kind of conversations that we have here. And you are appreciated for joining. I see LJ heavy in the chat. I can't even read it so much. Thank you so much. You are appreciated, and like always,
We love you.
we do. We love you.